I still have my drawing here, but I'm going to look through the leftovers of this die sheet that I have here. And I'm going to pull some off, and just start adding. Because this is like a fall colors. It's a fall book, even though it has flowers to it. Let's see. So I'm going to figure out where I want these to be. If I want 2, if I want 1, and then put them down. And then remember, always highlight, always go over. What I'm trying to do is poke out the center of this die cut. So I'm just going to take my pen. If you saw, I just took my pen, poked it through, and I'm just going to do it like that. Okay, I glued the die cuts down, and now I'm pressing them down so that they'll stick. And I pulled off some zigzag. I love leading the eye down, so I'm going to do it with this zigzag. 3 is a good number, and you don't have to have it perfect. You see, I don't have this one lined up all the way to the edge. I don't have this one's all the way, but not all the way there, and this one starts out here and doesn't end all the way over there. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Now I'm going to take my Mod Podge and I'm going to go right over the whole thing, well, most of it. Try not to do it too thick, just a light layer. Then you take your rag and you clean it up again. I think it dries quick. And if it looks too muddy, just work through it, because I'm probably going to go over the Slick Sticks again. Looks like I didn't let it dry. Make sure you let it dry all the way. But remember, it is a background to something that is not going to be your main design. So I'm going to go over it, highlight some with the Slick Sticks, and ink it up a bit more. Okay, now I'm back to my die cuts, and I'm just going to add more. I'm going to add it right over those flowers, because I didn't really like how that came out. We don't always have to like it. And the same, I'm going to find a small one and I'm just going to add that flower right over it, and another one, just add these flowers right on over that. That's 3. I seem to like these leaves, so I'm going to add a few of these leaves. And then I do the same thing, I color them, and then I go right on over it. I'm just thinking. Okay, now I'm gonna trace over them and color over them, and this is what it looks like now. And you gotta keep adding until you like it. I'm actually not gonna gesso over these 3 colors that I just added. I just added 3 flowers, the brown one, this pink one, oh, it's not, this red one, and the brown one is right there. And I'm gonna leave those like that. And I just outlined everything with my pencil and added these lines. What I decided to do is go around this chipboard sticker with gesso, just to make it a little bit more artsy. And now I'm adding glue. I want it to go over the circles, the beak and the tail. But if I don't add glue, it's not gonna stay on. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna add a bit of gesso to the bird and then outline it all. So I'm gonna let you watch me do that. I know I'm getting a little messy. I'm the opposite of the many organized people. If I can't see what's in front of me, then it's not there. But like I said, I'm trying to use my Cricut and my scale more. So I'm actually going to get myself a, trying to think of what it's called. It's a different cutting machine so that I can use my scale. And then I'll still use my Gypsy and Cricut, but it's made by Quick Cuts. And I've heard good things about it, and often out here in Utah they have twice a year open it to the public and sell things really cheap. And when I go to the expo, a lot of times you can get good deals like that too. So I'm just gonna go around this circle with my pen. I totally covered up all the glitter. I'm not one for too much of that. Just make it as real as possible. It's like and this is actually the end of my, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna darken the edges of this, just over the 2 sides. I'm gonna take my water brush and I'm gonna go over it so that it looks like I've colored it, or it was distressed. And it's good that you pull, and I do the opposite. You pull from the edges in. I mean, that's how you make skies when you paint. You have the darkest color on the top and you pull from the edges.